Hey, how's everybody doing? T3 Gaming. Let's go ahead and get into Club WPT Gold. What this is, it's basically it's a real cash game poker site now. They've gotten around the laws, I guess, with these. You purchase sweepstakes, but you cash out for real money. So when you figure out the law, you let me know. But I've been playing on global poker, and this is much better. I've found out so far. So I did put a bankroll up here of 500 SC. So I do have a bankroll I do with right now. I do 50 buy-ins. So basically, most of the things you're going to see are going to be like $1 over. So normally it would be a $10 buy-in for tournament and sit and go, or for a ring game. I'll do 11 on the tournament because they don't have $10 tournaments. So I'm not going to go down to 5. It's not worth it. But we will get into ring games. I played a tournament earlier today, and I made it to the second hour, and I couldn't get a hand. I'm not going to put on video. I'll do the video, but if I don't cash, I'm not going to post a video. Who wants to see somebody lose? But I'll do my live events here on ring games, which I'm going to do right now. So it's a very generic website. This is WPT. I'm pretty sure once they get all their feedback, they'll make it a lot better. But the competition that was in that tournament was ferocious. I mean, it's got to be better than that. I mean, some of the hands they were playing, but hey, that's good for us. So let's see. Let's go to micro. 5 cent. There's only 2 people playing here. 5, 10, 3. 5, 10, 4. I don't mind that. We got a 5, 10 with 5. I like that. Okay, so we're gonna sit down. And we're going to put $10 in here. That's all I need. Confirm it. And we're going to sit and we're going to play some poker. I started off with the 500. Got out to 550. I wasted that $10 on the tournament this morning. And I'll probably play another tournament tonight. Who knows? But we are going to do some cash games. See if we can make that $10 back. 7-4. That's not worth it. I'm not going to call it a standard raise with a 7-4. Now, first hour or so in the tournament, I played pretty tight. Cash game, it's all about, I'm not a professional poker player, so let's get that out of the way right now. It's a good recreation for me. I did play for a living for a little while before the Black Friday and all that poker crap. I did play for a whole year. Didn't have to worry about working on PokerStars, so I was doing pretty good. And then it all came down when they stopped allowing poker. So this is the first time I've been playing basically for any type of cash in a long time. So it might take me a little while to get back in the groove. So getting all the odds, I pretty much just play for feel, and I understand certain things. Like he raised 5 times the bet. I mean, I can understand that at a low level. We're not going to. Low, you get bet a little bit higher because these people are going to call anything. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for some fish to pay us off. But got to get in with some good quality hands. Now, I don't mind taking chances on button or cut off. We only got 8 people. So with the connector, suited connector or suited one gapper. But you got to be careful when you play those hands. And I got to see some showdowns before I do that. See how these people are playing. Now good thing I like about it, he's played 545. He's been here a long time. I'm pretty sure this is for the session. Nope, it's not. It's total. Okay, because I played earlier. All right. So he pre-flops 18%, and he plays 32% of his hands. That's crazy. Let's go around and check these people out. He plays 26. That's still kind of high, believe it or not. He plays 37, so these guys play a lot. Okay. I don't like this 98.5 big blinds. I got to get that changed. settings. Amount of chips, that's what I want. Still getting used to this. I just started this. Real easy to get verified. Real easy. They just send a text message to your phone, and your phone is verified, and then you got the email, and then you verify your account. And you just put in your account information, and they'll verify it with your license. You got to do the picture of your license. It's not like the old ones when you can never get it to go through. These went right through, and I had no problem. I was verified in like 5 or 6 minutes, very quickly. We got the ace deuce. I'm not going to play it. If it was suited, I would definitely consider calling a 20-cent bet. It gives me options. Right now, ace deuce, there's no options. I mean, if I get it straight, I get the low end of the straight. It just don't make sense. Especially with a flop like that, we don't mind dealing with that. So we're at 985. $7-10, that's a 2-gapper, 8-9. Middle position, we're not going to play with that. However, we do like to top up, so I wish they remember my. I'll just wait till I get down to 9, then I'll top up $1. Now, it goes up to $20 on this table, so for me to play at $20, I would have to get up to a $1,000 bankroll. So that's just how that is. That's how I roll. I got 50 buy-ins. I'm telling you, I'm conservative with my bankroll. It's going to last longer. It's going to make you play better. I do the same thing on these free-to-play games too, like slot machines. I got some videos I do for that, so if you like that kind of stuff too. But this is a real cash game here, so Club WPT Gold. Alright, so 5/8 definitely not going to be seen. Alright, let's check out Markolepsy. 40% of his hands, that's just crazy, these guys. Okay, I gotta watch out for Alaska. He's playing 18%, so that's pre-flop plays only 7%. That is telling me something. He's probably a pretty good player, so we gotta deal with that. I don't know what's going on with that wash machine, but I'll have to check that out. And with 3% pre-flop plays, and I only play 15, so that tells you I'm kind of tight too. Alright, and keep in mind, I am recording this live, so I got life around me, so I have elderly parents there. They may knock on the door, and we also got the wash machine bouncing around. I don't know what's going on with that thing. I'm going to take a look at that. So, I apologize in advance, but small price to pay. Alright, so he's got 24. He's doing pretty good. Laskin left the table. He must have stacked him. I wasn't paying attention. I had to get up and check that washer out real quick. Oh, they do show some hands. That's good. This site first came out, it was worse than this. They didn't have hardly anything. They don't get a chat box or nothing, so. Markolepsy's got $43, so he's doing pretty good too. Money's moving around the table. I just don't want it to move to one person. Let's see. He's 30% pre-flop play, so he's pretty aggressive. 40%. So he's playing 40% of his hands. 4 out of 10 hands he's playing. I mean, he's gonna have a very volatile stack. I'll tell you right now, he's playing that many hands. Ace deuce. Man, certain situation, I would definitely be playing that, but I wouldn't still be in the hand. All right, we got aces. Let's see if he's aggressive here. Okay, so we're gonna do a 4 times raise because we get a couple people in here. I don't want to get this level, alright, they're all going in. They're going to be flush draws. I'm going all in. Alright, so let's see what somebody on the flush draw, they'll definitely call me. Yep. 2-5. Look at that. He got a straight on the flop. He got it straight on the flop. Unbelievable. So let's go ahead and put 10 more in. He's calling a big raise with those. I wish I had a chat box, but don't even bother. That's going to happen. Pocket ace is going to lose. Guy calling with that hand. Alright, so we got to make up the difference there. We got to double up and get back in the green. Six three. So we got two. I'm in the small blind. He's raising, so I might have considered calling a half bet. Actually, I was already in. They made me put the blind in, I guess, because I didn't get my money in quick enough. So I was already in. I wasn't going to call 20 more cents, so. I'm coming after him though with that crazy calling he's got. Either way, he was getting it because I wasn't gonna fold. Even though there's a flush draw out there, but over aces like that, there would have been, a pair on the board or something. Then I would have considered. But a flush draw, I can't just give him the credit all the time. All right, there's my flush. Luckily, I was out of that hand. He had the higher flush. Alright, Queen 8. Go ahead and let that go. Unfortunately, you deal with these people all the time. They get lucky for a little while, but eventually that luck catches up with them. That's a big raise. I'm surprised he's even out of the hand right now. 2 kings, nice. Nice. Pretty aggressive with an ace out there though. Some of these names, these nuts, Markalevsky, Fastlane, that's good. Razor, Red Planet, S Lord, whatever that is. It's amazing, 5-10 cents, and you get the pots like this. Yeah, definitely get in a tournament tonight. Hopefully we can get a win. Alright, so I'm pretty confident that we got a table. Well, he's pretty good. 14 free flop and 19 set, so gotta keep an eye on him. But other than that, we got a table full of donks. 2-6, not going to happen. 26%, 18% free flop. So 26%. So that's not. I mean, that's not terrible. I would say he's loose. Well, he's loose aggressive. I don't know. So let's. come that keeps changing on me like that? 18%, 36. He plays 61% of his hands. Okay. Let's see if the Kings can do it. Let's see that 60% come in now. Of course, he's gonna fold when I have Kings. Figures. All the donks are gonna fold now. He's got 30 cents. We're gonna raise up to 90 cents. See what he does. And I'm gonna all in again, see if he calls. Flush draw. King, Queen. Here we go. Got my money back. That's good. Now you're probably wondering why would I? Oh, because these guys are calling. If they hit any of that, any of it, they're gonna call. So why even just why play silly? Just throw them in there. They're gonna go in there anyway most of the time. All right, 35 cents. Nah, we're gonna let that one go with the one gapper. So I got my money back. That was pretty quick. 7-8 connector. I like a suited one, but it gives me more options. I need a couple people in front of me. This is a multi-weight pot, so when he raised, I'm out anyway, so not too many limpers in here. These are all razors. So he raises with the King, Queen. I don't have a problem with that being the position he was at, but I re-raised him. At some point in time, you got to think, if he's looking at my stats, okay, maybe he's got a hand. Maybe this King, Queen's not good. Why is he not thinking that? Okay, so these are the opportunities we got to take advantage of. Now we may have to, our hands may have to hold up, but if we keep playing the better hands, in the long run, they will. And I don't see any situation that this Queen 9 is going to be involved in a hand here. So I know Mark Gillespie, he's collecting some chips, so I'm going to have to go take some from him. Got to get my back from him. So you can have a max of $20 on this. So I only put 10 because it doesn't go any lower than that. Until we build up the bankroll to 1,000, then we'll be fine. So I'm back to 543. We got the ace and we got the king and a flush draw out there. So fast lane. He's probably got a pretty good hand. I mean, this guy here, he plays one. I'm worried about him. I got to put him on ace or a flush draw, one of the two. So he's either chasing his flush draw or he's got something like ace 4 or something, or an ace 7 or some weak stuff. We'll find out. But this fast lane, according to his stats, he's got to have that board pretty good unless he did a continuation bet. But that's $5. He's got a piece of that board. He's gone. Mark Gillespie, he's a chaser. Is he chasing a spade? Nope, he's gone. Unfortunately, they muck all their hands. Jack 8. These type of hands, I can only pretty much play the button or the cutoff. Pushing it would cut off +1, but especially these guys, they like to raise. Queen deuce, not going to happen. Got to set up old Mark Gillespie here. I got his number. I wish we could take notes of these guys. I mean, I guess I can write a book, but I'm not going to get that. I'm doing this for fun, so God wanted me to have photographic memory, and I'd be remembering all of it. But I remember him this game, that's for sure. I would have 3 queens, but you get the flush and you get the full house out there. I had the full house, so I guess the flush wouldn't matter. Ace-6, that's going to go in the muck. I'm telling you a lot. I know we got 8 people on the table, still pretty much a full table. You're not playing Ace-6 under the gun. If you're doing that, you're doing stuff wrong. Even if you're a hyper-aggressive player, at some point in time, you gotta play good hands. I mean, what would I do? If I'm going to come in that early, it has to be a raise. It has to be a raise in hand, because then that's what happens. So if I limp in with an Ace-6, he throws a $1.20 out there. I just donated my money to him, because I'd be folding that. 5 of clubs gives us a straight flush. Two, three, four. You can only imagine what he's playing. Ace-7. Ace-8. He had the flush. Good go. You set him up. That's how you gotta do people like that. Now I get the 1 gapper. I won't call a 3 raise with it. But if I'm min raise, yeah, I'm not gonna. Alright, I'm out now, but wow, raise to a re-raise. He's getting some hands over there. We do not need to be jumping in there. Now, if I had 3 people in there with the standard raise, that'd be a different story, because I'd be getting a lot of money for the money I'd be putting in. But I would have to hit hard. Ace-6 is not hard enough. That'd be a fold. Any resistance at all. I don't remember what time I started this. I'll probably stay for a little while. Don't want to put the videos too long. Eventually going to go out and get some food, and then we'll come back and play a tournament tonight. I'll video that. Hopefully we cash. That'd be nice. Alright, so we got Scoobert 02. She's waiting. We got Techno T. Look at that. Aces against the kings. Ouch. That's a big ouch. Alright, Ace-9. 52% in the pot. Now, I'm not giving him much credit. She's got, I'm probably not going to give her much credit, but I'm giving him his credit. My guess, he didn't re-raise, he's probably out of pocket pair. Maybe 10s, maybe 9s or 8s, but I'd definitely put him on that range. Could be on 7s, we'll find out. He might be setting people up again, so you gotta be careful with those diamonds and clubs out there. See what he does. Okay. And we know how this is gonna end. Pre-flop raise. I thought he was better than that, 31%. It must have been someone else. I thought he was down like 16%. we got diamonds are out there. Jack 6. I think we're going to let that one go too. Guys are slow. I want to bet it up. Alright, he's been silent here for a little bit. What's Techno like? 48, she plays a lot. They all play a lot, looks like. Yeah, I'm on. Four, five, six, seven, eight. Well, I would have had the straight, but he's got the nines. I mean, why did he even call the turn? Oh, the flop. Cracks me up. Here's the funny thing about it. This is what happens in a low level. I'm going to raise it because it's folded to me. Wow, they actually all folded. Six, seven of clubs. Here's the thing. I would love to put. I'd like to see this flop, but you watch. Somebody's going to re-raise it. If I can get a cheap C on this, 35 cents. So it's 25 cents to me. If he calls, I'm in. If he doesn't, I'm out. It's not worth it. He calls. I'm going to give it a call. See the flop, and then I'm out. 6, 7, 9, 10. So either way, I'm gone. No clubs. No. Can't have the bottom end of a straight. So. Yeah. That was probably a bad move, but you know. I like my suited connectors, but probably not the time to get into it. Because you just knew that was going to be raised up. Either come in with the raise or don't come in. Should have known better than that. 8-4. Unbelievable. Some of these people. Jack 7. Unbelievable. I should be $100 by now if I get a ham. The only thing I don't like is the sit and goes where they do. Not many people will get into the sit and goes. Sometimes I like to sit down and play sit and goes. I'm going to raise this. I want to see the ace jack. It's just going to be vulnerable, but under the gun. I mean, these guys are playing jack sevens and stuff. Unbelievable. I'm not going to take him seriously. We're going to call it 60 cents. And of course I get nothing. Nothing to keep me honest with. That was a joke. Ace 9. See, these are the type of hands that get you in trouble. If I'm going to set these guys up, I got to have a better hand than these. So we got limp, raise, call, re-raise, and they all call. Unbelievable. Oh, these guys are slow. They're going to put me to sleep. Every one, they go to the red. Unbelievable. Alright, which one has a flush draw? Ace, king, and jacks. Good play. Good play. If it's folded to me, I'm out because it's not worth going heads up with that. No, not worth it. Definitely not calling that. Every time this guy goes to the red. Raise to a re-raise. Can only imagine. $0.40 into a $3 pot. You priced him in just about anything he's going for. $1.40. Wow, you mean you actually folded? Ace 7. Everybody's in the red. Get up off, get out of the bathroom, whatever. Alright. Give it a call, you know you're gonna do it anyway. I don't know, they could be playing 4 tables. You gotta download the app and play 4. I don't play 4. Like I said, if I'm doing my bankroll management, that's 1 table for $10. If I want to play 4 tables for $40, then I have to have the bankroll to do that, which would be 4 times as much as I'm doing now, which would be $2,000. 6, 5. Every time these people are going to red, making this painful. Oh, I had 2 pair. Monster hand there. 6, 4. I wasn't getting no hands today during the tournament. I'm surprised I lasted as long as I did. Of course, when I go all in, I go up against Ace King suited. At some point in time, you get it all in when the chip stacks get, the blinds get too big. I had an Ace 9 and he has an Ace King, so we just got beat up on that one. But I couldn't let the blinds go through me again, or I would have been even more crippled. So you gotta pick your spots. Okay, so it could be a straight out there, but we got 2 queens out there, so we got a straight in a full house. What do we got? Tech nut here. Let's see what. Queen 9. They're not giving me crap. Ready? Now when I advertise this video, I'm going to say real cash. Even though you don't buy real cash, but you get real cash when you win and cash out. So we're playing real cash. I don't care what kind of letters you put out to the amount of money, it's still real cash when you get it back. Goes into your banking account. So I know there'll probably be some people out there that's not real cash. Well, yeah, it is. You're just not buying it real cash. You're just buying a name. That's all you're doing. That's what it takes to get us to play. All right, 3-5. We're gonna toss that away. Question is, if I'd have called that, would that 3-5 come out? Probably ahead right now. Nine, 7, 8, 9. Colin Betson didn't even have a pair on the board. I think the Ace 9's are nuts or something. You're ready. You got a suited connector, though, suited aces. I just can't get a hand. No, I was hoping to see a cheap one, but I'm not. All right. Well, I'm gonna put myself out of my misery here. See one more hand. Take a nap and get ready for the tournament tonight. See which one we get going on tonight. Oh no, I don't like about these tournaments is these long registration periods make the tournament take so freaking long. Queen 3, all right, we had enough. Let's get out of here and go to the lobby. Okay, well, I got the forward button on, all right. So we're at 541, so we only lost a couple dollars, so Let's take a look at the tournament. I know there's one at 5 o'clock. Whether I'm going to be ready for that one or not, I don't know. These late regs. Hour and 40 minutes for late regs. Get the sit and goes. They gotta come up with a better way of getting through these tournaments. Okay. 615. Let's find $11 right there. Step 1 feeder, so that's to a bigger tournament. Okay. At 7, there's got to be another 11 o'clock. Step 1 feeder. I don't want a feeder. I want a. Oh, here we go. A mini double. 7,500 guaranteed. 100% of the multi-play tournament fees from this tournament is added to the progressive jackpot each day. $7,500 sweeps, coin prize, point guaranteed up to 5 re-entries per player. Not really seeing the benefit of that. Payout pool. There's nobody in here. PKO. Progressive knockout tournament. These are all, I'm telling you, these progressive, everybody's all in and stuff. 8:30. I found a good tournament. A freeze out of something. Stupid bounties. I don't like these bounty ones. I'll play them if I have to. 5,000 guaranteed. Turbo, 1 rebuy, 1 add-on. $500 guaranteed. That's at midnight. That's too late for me. 10, 11. Probably do that one. I may have to be mini double. Another mini double. Winners will be automatically registered for the next 1,060. That's $1,000 feeder with a 110 entry fee. You will not be able to unregister and must play the event. No refunds will be given if you do not play. Up to 3 re-entries per player. Alright, when I get more time I might do stuff like that, but that's when I was looking at. This is one I like. 2,000 guarantees, a 6-player tournament, a 6 max on the table. 2,000 sweep, coin prize pool, 4 re-entries. I don't re-enter. I pay the once and that's it. And this is on at 510, so I might do this one. Starting stack 6,000. When you play a 6-player max, it's a little bit more of an aggressive style. Alright, so we may do that, so I may come on and do that tonight. I'm going to take a nap though. Alright, so you all have a good one, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll get some more, hopefully good content coming out. So you all have a nice night.